Welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. So, where we last left off. Oh boy, where do we start from here? Apparently, we're not only trapped within the Rokujima, we are now stuck within the barrier of the chapel, according to within lore wise of episode 7, because, we have to find out who killed Beato. Because I thought we were going to explore the mansion, but I guess not. So as of now, this last part was so simple. It's like we were just going around to where Willard is meeting with the Ushiromiya family, and we're finding out the answers of when it comes to Beatrice. Well, I guess last part I was pretty harsh when it comes to Rosa, but all I said was Rosa was a bit too irresponsible, and I usually can't really compare what was the worst mistake between Rosa and what Natsuki did. So there's that. Anyway, don't want to ramble on any further. Let's continue. All right. I guess I did say some theories when it comes to the Beatrice or the whoever the mistress was. See, that's the thing, right? Like Kinzo supposedly has a wife, even though so it's like, oh, maybe it's Beatrice, but or it could be someone else. Maybe that could be a part of an illusion, but who knows? Kinzo secretly raised his mistress's child in a hidden mansion. It made sense. Everyone nodded, agreeing. However, Will's expression was slightly unsatisfied, and he scratched at his head.
どうやらこの葬儀は隠したがゆえに弔うことができなかった二人のベアトリーチェのためのようですね。
ローザ、思い出したくねえだろうが、事故の時の話を頼む。ベアトリーチェが転落した時、まだ息はあったのか？
いいえ、目を大きく見開いていた。頭から真っ逆さまに落ちて、岩浜の岩の鋭い角に頭をぶつけて、それもあの高さから。頭部は陥没して裂けてたわ。美しい黄金の髪がみるみるうちに赤黒くあふれる血に染められて。
Yeah, I'm aware. She's already dead.
一目見て死んだと確信できる外傷だったのか？
ええ、割れた頭の中身を見たわ。それも握り拳次第に陥没して。あれを見て生きててほしいなんて、いくらなんでも虫が良すぎるわ。
ウィル、それ以上聞く必要はありますか？
事故時はもういい。それからあんたはどうした？
一目散に駆け出したわ。誰かを呼びに行くためなんて綺麗事でさえない。その場から一刻も早く逃げ出したかったの。錯乱状態になりながら、涙と荒い息でめちゃくちゃになりながら、でたらめにどこまでも。そしたらいつの間にか見知ったライオンの彫像に出くわしたわ。
A familiar lion statue.
ああ、礼拝堂の前の？
いえ、裏のよ。
There was another lion statue behind it?
とにかく私は屋敷に帰り着いた。
Okay, when you say lion statue, it sounds pretty fucking vague, because it's obviously I've seen the one in front of the chapel, but you were talking about the one that is oh, okay.
誰にも話せない。話したくない。 私は夜まで黙っていたわ。ひどい話よ。急いで誰かに話し、救急箱を持って戻っていたら彼女を助けられたかもしれないのに。
頭蓋骨陥没を救急箱の何で救えたってんだ。お前が殺したわけじゃない。もう気にするな。
That's the part I don't really understand. But Rosa said, "Oh, if they might have brought her a first aid kit, she might have been safe." Well, the jagged rocks on the ground, like caved in within her head, to where like she instantly died from it. So I don't know how you can say, "Oh, someone would have saved her by then."
それでローザおばさんはどうしたんですか？
ベッドで何度も寝返りを打ったわ。眠れなかった。深夜にこっそり源氏さんに電話して打ち明けたわ。
源氏は何と言った？
自分に全て任せ、誰にもこのことは言わないようにと。後日きっとお父様に呼び出されてひどく叱られるだろうと数日の間怯えたわ。でもそれはなかった。源氏さんはいつものようにしずしずと仕事をする日々。お父様は相変わらずの書斎ごもりで何もわからない。
Damn, it seems Genji was doing all the dirty work for her.
少なくとも私たちの耳には入らなかったわ。
源氏さんがうまく処理してくれたんだろうね。
表沙汰にできない子だったでしょうからね。
Seems like it.
隠し子っちゅうたって血を分けた子供や。
Still his daughter by blood.
その葬式もまともにあげられんかったんなら、そらお父さんも心苦しかったやろな。
それがこの葬儀というわけですね。
それから
私が知っている話はこれで全てよ。
Well, seems like we're done.
俺が知っている話もそれで全てだ。
これ以上私は何も隠していない。全て話した。誓うわ。
Well then. At least she was. Well, at least she's being honest about it, but I guess there are one of those odd moments in mine. Will scratched at his head, letting his gaze wander. It had taken Rosa a lot of determination to make this confession, but it was nothing particularly special for Will. Well, this wasn't really special for him, but at least for her, it's like she can't really, she can't find a way to undo her sin from that's haunting her for many years. I'm pretty sure that goes the same with with her relationship as well, her the divorce. if that's how we call it. It had apparently been little more than a review of information he already knew.
ありがとう、ローザおばさん。十分ですか、ウィル。
Review of information, as we say.
これで話は。
十分だ。おさらいになった。
To Will, Rosa's memories gave only information that was already known. This was the first time he'd heard all that about her running back to the mansion after Beato fell to her death. But none of it was particularly surprising. Apparently, Rosa didn't know any more than this. If he wanted to learn more than what was in the fragments Burnt Castle gave him, he would need to find new testimony.
リオン、金蔵に俺が話を聞きたがってると伝えろ。やはり本人に聞かなきゃ話は進まねえ。
Ooh. He needs to get straight to the point. I like that.
あなたはどちらへ？
頭を冷やして整理する。ついてくんな。
それは失礼。どうぞごゆっくり。
I always love those facial expressions on Leon. Just like, this person is like, man, what am I gonna do with you? After giving an elegant bow, Leon made a face, tongue sticking out. Unless Will had eyes on the back of his head, he couldn't have seen this last bit. Will returned to the chapel by himself. The cold air and the monotonous sound of the rain were comforting.
どう？ゲームは。
Oh, great. I gotta deal with you. And he had come here for a little piece of quiet. As soon as he let out a sigh of relief, that voice rang out.
それは俺が聞くことだ。
It was as though she had been sitting here all along. Burnt Castle appeared on top of the altar once more. Beatrice's altar must have been extremely comfortable.
バトラは無能で私を何度もイラつかせたわ。それに比べあなたは有能だから見ていて安心できるわ。
後ろ宮バトラの時と違い、誰の妨害もね。
I mean, one of my friends wasn't kidding that Willard is supposedly the better battler, quote unquote. Oh god.
気楽なもんさ。
もうそういうゲームは終わったの。物語は二度楽しめるわ。一度目はめでて、二度目は腹を引き裂いてね。
Oh, I guess if that's how you can describe rereadability, sure. Alright, got a little bit of a interruption there. Anyway. Where were we at? Oh, it seems Burnt Castle was impressed by what Willard is doing, so... Ain't that something.
俺を肉屋だと思ってやがる。
どう？ベアトリーチェ殺しの犯人はわかりそう？
ローザの告白は過去のかけらですでに知ってる。真新しい情報はない。進展はゼロだ。
Well, that's the thing. Like, other than like her retelling, it's like, is she the culprit? I wouldn't. I wouldn't really put it out of the blue to say that. It seems like what she's really explaining, like from the retelling, is just some sort of so it's more accidental than, or how should I say it? More, it's unintentional.
後ろ宮金蔵が本当のことを喋らねえ限り、これ以上の展開はね。まさか俺が金蔵を口説き落として真相を告白させるってのもゲームに含まれてるとは言い出さねえだろうな。
そんなの退屈で死んでしまうわ。真実を語らぬ金蔵はそれ自体が城に守られたキングだけれど、あなたのゲームの障壁になってしまっては面白くない。
Well, that's the thing. Like, unless we have to fight our way to get access to where Kinzo is at, then there isn't really any sort of we aren't progressing anywhere.
拷問はやらねえ。俺の流儀だ。
わかってる。ゲームマスターとしてあんたに力を与えるわ。金蔵から真実を得られるようにね。
Still wearing shoes, Berncastle stepped into the casket, picked up one of the flowers that had been set as offerings, and blew hard, as though scattering fluff from a dandelion. Then, a single petal broke off and drifted down towards Will, no longer gold, but with the shine of a transparent crystal.
探偵権限か。
なにその間抜けな能力。違うわ。
What did you give me, though?
それは観覧席への招待状よ。
感激者権限か。それを元老院の許可なく与えることは禁じられてるはず。
私のゲーム版で誰が禁止すると？
That's a good question. I don't think Featherine would stop you from doing so. I don't know if there's like, the Senate, quote unquote, but sure. So the crystal flower petal danced in the wind. It wouldn't fly away until Will accepted it. He remembered how useless it was to argue with witches and snatched it up. When he did, the petal flashed brightly for an instant, melted into Will's palm, and disappeared.
せいぜい私を楽しませなさい。ついでにあなたも楽しむといい。このベアトリーチェのゲーム版の腹渡がどうなってるか、あんたも興味があるでしょ？
Sure.
ねえよ。
I guess, in other words, you want us to experience the horrors within your game board. After Will's rude answer, Berncastle vanished into thin air, leaving behind an obnoxious laugh. After clicking his tongue, Will turned around unhappily. When he did, it felt as though his gaze had crossed that of a shadow standing right in front of him, near the door that led outside.
誰だ？
失礼しました。
The fuck? Shannon?
声が聞こえたので、どちら様かと思いまして。
シャノンか。今度はお前が受付をしているのか。
はい。カノン君と交代で受付を担当させていただいております。
おう。カノンは
先ほど、リオン様に休みを取るようご命令を賜りましたので、今は休んでおります。
お前もリオンに面識がないのか。
いえ、そんな。
I don't know. I can't tell if you don't know who Oh. Right.
後ろ宮リオンは銀の指輪を許された次期当主だ。
Considering how Leon has just been introduced in this episode, yeah.
10年を務めたお前が名前を言いよどむのはおかしい。
True.
それは。
安心しな。リオンに面識がねえのは俺もだ。次期当主はクラウスのはず。子供もジェシカだけのはずだ。リオンなんてやつが後ろ宮家にいたかけらなんて一つもなかったはず。
That's the thing, right? As far as I remember, Jessica was supposed to be the only child. As far as out of all the episodes, Leon's being the only one introduced in 7 episodes. So it's like, yeah, it's a bit puzzling. Who knows? When she realized that Will didn't recognize Leon either, Shannon relaxed. Apparently, she was a bit relieved to find that she wasn't going crazy by herself. However, her expression quickly grew uncertain once more.
ここはどこなんでしょう。後ろ宮家の礼拝堂と思います。でもどことなく雰囲気が違います。それにリオン様という方がおられたなんて私全然知りませんでした。なのに旦那様も奥様も親方様もお嬢様も親類の皆様も当たり前のようにお話をされています。
There's something dodgy going on, that's for damn sure.
何が何だか私わからなくて。
I mean, not dodgy, but there's something very suspect in this episode, so.
リオンはベルンカステルが置いた駒だ。奴を置くためにさらに大きな猫箱に変えたとも言っていた。それだけでなく、どうもここはいくつかのかけらが継ぎはぎして作られたまともじゃない世界らしい。
It's as though this is a special stage set up specifically for this game. I'm sure she's nodding at my thoughts right now, laughing and chomping down popcorn.
この世界のお前は何年ここに勤めている？
Excuse me?
10年です。
I see. So it really is a special stage. After all, right when I entered the chapel, I spotted Kinzo. Since Shannon has been working here for 10 years, this world takes place in 1986, the stage of Beato's game. In that case, Kinzo shouldn't exist. However, he definitely was here a few minutes ago. Berncastle promised that all of the information needed for reasoning was gathered here. She must have really packed it together to fit everything in. I see, so it really is a special stage.
お前はそれだけの長い間、後ろ宮家に仕えてた。
So if you packed all of those things within like from several fragments and piece it all together, that means we're gonna get like all the information that is like that is that are critical for this episode. All, all of the stuff we're gonna get is they're really important. I can't ramble this properly.
ならベアトリーチェのことをどれだけ知っている？
親方様が深く愛された方くらいにしか。
それだけか？
あとその六軒島の夜の主と言われていて、その。
そうだ。夜な夜な屋敷を徘徊するとささやかれる亡霊の名もまたベアトリーチェだ。
That brings the number of Beatrices to 3. Wait. So we have the Wait, 3? What the fuck? That's crazy. The first is the Beatrice from more than 30 years ago, who is said to have given Kinzo the gold. The second is the Beatrice from 20 years ago, who met Rosa. The third is the Beatrice of the ghost stories, who is rumored to be the master of the night on Rokujima. Wait, what the fuck? I thought there were 2. I mean, I know there are Beatrice that was supposed to give her the gold, but it's like, I thought there are more personalities consistent to 1.
フルドエリカの推理は正しいだろう。もともと六軒島に存在した悪霊の伝説。
Yeah? I ain't denying that. It could be. It seems like, you know, some sort of evil spirit.
そこに金蔵のオカルト趣味と謎の女、ベアトリーチェの名前や肖像が。碑文が次第に加味されていき、黄金の魔女伝説に統合された。そして夜の闇が魔女という人格を得た。それが3人目のベアトリーチェだ。それが連続殺人犯のベールとなる。
Apparently, she didn't understand a word of Will's sudden monologue. Shannon tried to follow along, but she seemed to be having difficulty.
無理に理解するな。頭痛になら。
Yeah, this kind of philosophy is a little bit too advanced for Shannon.
申し訳ございません。
カノンもリオンのことを知らないのか？
はい。カノン君も私と同じでした。
Shannon and Cannon, is it?
カノンも呼んで2人に話が聞きたい。
When Will said these words, Shannon's face went blank and her eyes went wide.
申し訳ございません。受付を開けることは許されておりませんので、私には呼びに行くことができません。
なら誰か代わりを呼んできて受付を変わらせる。あんたとカノンと俺、リオンを知らない3人で一緒に話がしたい。
It's like, listen, find someone else to take charge of the fucking reception desk because we need to have a fucking private meeting. Like if you can't even find a replacement, then I'll go find a replacement myself.
受付は一人でいいと仰せつかっております。
二人いちゃいけねえとは言われてねえはずだ。
本日は人手が足りませんので、受付に二人も不要と仰せです。
誰がそう命じた？金蔵か？クラウスか？それともリオンか？確認する。
私の命令権者です。私は命令に逆らえません。
What the fuck is wrong with her fucking eye? This is, you know what? This is something I never noticed with that. It was like, we are witnessing some very NPC-like behavior.
その命令権者は誰だ？そいつに交渉する。
交渉などできません。私たちの命令権者です。
ここへカノンを呼べ。俺は拷問も感激も綺麗だ。
Slowly, Will pulled his right hand out of his pocket. When he slowly opened his fist, a small, bright glow emanated from it. The flower petal given to him by Berncastel had become a glowing, sparkling mark on his hand. He held that hand out towards Shannon and slowly approached her.
カノンを呼べ。お前たちに確かめたいことがある。
お呼びできません。それでもなお、それをご希望ですか？
呼ばねえならお前を感激する。
どうしてもとおっしゃるのでしたら、特別にお呼びすることもできますが。
But what? What the fuck are you gonna do? There was some kind of incomprehensible tension between the two. Will stood there, his left hand still in his pocket and his right palm glowing and stretched out towards her. Shannon just stood there, her hands still folded politely in front of her. Her posture beautiful, and yet it felt oddly as though wind-swept drops of rain were sparking and crackling in midair.
カノン君を呼んでまいりますが。よろしいですか？
Are you absolutely certain? Yeah, this different style of text seems pretty jarring, that's all I can say. Oh shit. Will's expression had remained unchanged the whole time. Shannon's face was still kind and gentle. And yet, the tension was as icy as a frozen lake. Beginners in chess will sometimes move their king into check without noticing it. One might mercilessly capture the king in this situation, but high-level players are supposed to calmly tell their opponent about their mistake. If you take one more step, you'll get captured. This was similar to that. I see. So after all...
もう分かった。十分だ。二人で交代で受付を頼む。
Slowly, Will lowered his hand.
ご理解いただけまして助かります。
The glow slowly vanished from Will's palm. That completely incomprehensible tension melted away, like a sugar cube in water. However, nothing had changed since the beginning. Will's expression and Shannon's expression were the same as they always had been.
おや、お帰りですか?
Footsteps approached him. It was Leon.
立ち話をしていただけだ。
Wow, that's funny. Oh, you know, we're just having a conversation. Don't mind
こい
us.
つに聞きたかったことがあったんでな。
I just want to know who Shannon is, that's all.
それは何でしょう。そしてそれは得られましたか？
ああ、
お役に立てて光栄です。
It's like, yeah, sure, you weirdo.
それは残念。傘をお探しのようでしたら、すぐにでもご用意させましたのに。
金蔵に話はついたのか？
珍しい客人が挨拶をしたがっていると伝えました。お会いするそうです。
Well, that was easy.
ベアトリーチェのことを聞きたいとは伝えたのか？
Oh, I don't know about that one.
それはあなたの仕事でしょ？
It's like, aren't you the one that was supposed to convince? Aren't you the one who's supposed to persuade him? Why is it I had to do it? With a slightly mischievous look, Leon turned away. Will scratched his head and shrugged, looking annoyed.
まあいいさ。こいつを試すだけの話だ。
Will opened his right hand and showed it to Leon. It was just a hand, without anything remotely remarkable about it. Leon's head tilted to the side in bafflement at this strange gesture.
ご苦労様です。君の名前は確か。
シャノンです。
そうだった。シャノンでしたね。引き続き受付をよろしく頼みます。肩を冷やさないように。
ありがとうございます、リオン様。
Oh, ain't that something? Shannon bowed deeply in response to Leon's kind words. There was not even a trace of tension in her manner.
参りましょう、ビル。せっかく時間をいただけたのです。当主様の機嫌は秋の空より変わりやすいですよ。
Gee, what a shocker.
いってらっしゃいませ。
行くか。
And there you go. End of chapter 2. Just like that. Seems we are giving Kinzo a visit.
Willard さんをお連れしました。
Oh, this is a different background this time. I thought we were going to like the head study room or something. But, you know, I guess we're... Or are we still inside the chapel and this is a different room within it? Oh, it's a VIP room. Kinzo and Genji could be seen in the VIP room. Kinzo was sitting back in the chair, his eyes closed as though in a troubled sleep.
親方様、お客様のお見えになりました。
Kinzo slowly opened his eyes. Those eyes were red from crying. They regained their focus and slowly fell on Will.
私が後ろ宮金蔵である。
ウィル。
ウィラードだ。お悔やみ申し上げる。
ベアトリーチェの葬儀に訪ねてくるとは。 そなたは何者なのか。
誰でもない。誰とも関係ない。深く考えるな。頭痛になら。
That's one way to talk to the elders.
もう少し言葉遣いにご注意をお願いいたします。
Smile.
おかしな客人だ。それでこの私に何用か。
Seems he was a little bit pleased from this.
ベアトリーチェのことを聞きたい。
Oh, I know it bothers you so much, but I do want to ask about Beatrice in a way.
何？
Yep, I knew that's going to happen. Kinzo's gaze grew sharp. Leon felt a bit lightheaded and wondered why this guy had to be so direct.
聞いてどうする？お前は誰でもないのであろうが。ベアトリーチェのことを知ってどうするという。何の意味があるというのか。
俺が誰でもないからこそ、お前の物語を公正に聞き残すことができる。お前はじきにこの世を去るだろう。その時ベアトリーチェのことを何も語らずに死んだなら、お前の子供たちは彼らが好き勝手に考えた物語でベアトリーチェを就職し記録に残すだろう。
Yeah. All you gotta do is tell the truth, otherwise, everything will be nothing more than a narrative.
面白い若造だ。お前は遺言屋を気取ろうというわけか。だがそれは余計なお世話というものよ。ベアトリーチェは私だけのベアトリーチェだ。誰が何を語ろうとも、私とあれの物語は誰にも怪我せぬ。何の意味も持たぬ。クラウスたちがどう曲解しようとも痛くも痒くもないわ。
Well, we're in a private conversation. It's not like we're gonna spread this around. Well,
ミ
kind
ラー
of.
ド様、親方様は遺言を好まれません。生きているうちより何事かを投げ出すお方ではございません。
だろうな。らしからぬこととは思っていた。
誠意ある限りあがいてこそ人間であろうが、それを早々に諦め遺言に残そうという浅ましさなど少子千万。
確かにその方がお前らしい。死ぬかもしれないから過去語りを記せと言い出すのは確かにお前の柄じゃねえ。
当主様がベアトリーチェ様のことを深く深く愛しておられたことは存じ上げております。私たちにとって当主様は最大の尊敬の対象であるとともに生きるすべての模範です。どうか迷える私たちのために。
Yeah, just give us like the reason just give us your backstory.
いかにしておじい様が彼女を愛し抜いたか、愛ゆえに生き抜いたか、その愛の強さを私たちにお導きくださるようお願いすることはできないでしょうか。
なかなか達者だ。
なたが言葉を選ばないからです。
若造、お前はベアトリーチェの何を知っているというのか。真に無知なる者は関心さえ持たぬ。ベアトリーチェの名を知っている時点で無知なる者ではなく縁なき者でもない。
道理だな。俺が知っているベアトリーチェは、お前がかつて六軒島に屋敷を設ける以前に出会った最愛の女だ。しかしおそらくは死別して娘を残した。それがクワドリアンで育てられていた娘だ。
ほう。
ウィラード様、当六軒島にはクワドリアンなる建物は存在いたします。
Really?
そのクワドリアンという名前、さっきローザおばさんと話した時にも口にしていました。
Well, that's because it's forbidden to go into the forest. So as far as I know, it's only Rosa that went in that knows about it.
それは一体何なんですか？
察しはついてるはずだ。愛人の娘を囲う六軒島の森の奥深くにある隠し屋敷の名だ。
面白い。クワドリアンの名を知ろうとはな。続けよ。お前に興味が出たぞ。
Yeah, Ushiromiya Kinzo. That's the chapter. Kinzo shrugged and grinned.
クワドリアンにいたのはベアトリーチェの娘だろう。だが少なくともお前はそうは思っていなかった。
If it, that's the thing, right? If it's Beatrice's daughter, then why does it really look alike? Because if anything, it could be like a twin daughter. I mean, it can be a possibility, but there's got to be some sort of like some weird romanticizing behind the scenes. In all honesty.
ほう。ならば何だと思っていたというのか。
後宮ローザはクワドリアンにて多少の身の上話を交わしている。その中でベアトリーチェはお前のことを指して金蔵と呼んでいる。これはお前を前にしても同じだ。彼女はお前を父と思っていると言ったにもかかわらず、父とは呼んでいなかった。呼ばなかったのか、呼ぶことは許されなかったのか。それが意味することは一つしかない。
それは何だというのか。
生まれ変わりだ。お前は娘を忘れがたみだとは思わなかった。死んだベアトリーチェが新しい体で蘇ったと信じたんだ。
Reincarnation.
源氏、あんたはかつて夏日たちの前で金蔵とベアトリーチェに子供はいなかったと証言したことがあるな。
記憶にございませんが。
Of course, this game's Genji, quote unquote, probably wouldn't remember that. However, near the end of the first game, when the survivors had all gathered in Kinzo's study, Genji was asked whether Kinzo and Beatrice ever had a child together. Oh, well. And he denied it, saying, I have not heard of anything like that. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, first episode, I was like, did they... Was Beato Ricci supposedly Kinzo's wife? I thought it would be the second. I mean, it could be referred as second wife, but there wasn't really... As far as I know, Kinzo having a wife was never ever mentioned in the first episode, but it looks like it is hinting it. Or not really hinting, but it was like kind of mentioned.
ある意味で金蔵の腹心らしい模範的な返答と言える。何しろ金蔵にとってその娘は生まれ変わりであって娘ではないんだからな。
ウィル、何の話か分かりませんが、当主様への冒涜は許しません。
冒涜じゃねえ。推理だ。
It's not really slandering. I thought it's a reason, just having a conversation within reason.
心は理解する。ベアトリーチェはお前にとって最愛の女だった。死んでも色あせることなく永遠に。
She remained that way even after death for all eternity, and without fading in the slightest. I doubt you thought of her as Beato Ricci born at the moment of her birth.
だが、美しい金髪に青い瞳を持ち、その面影を幼くして持ち合わせていたその娘に、お前は次第に生まれ変わりではないかと信じるようになったとしては、それはおかしいことじゃね
え。親方様、よろしいのですか?
Shall I drag this rude child out? Genji asked Kinzo. For a while, Kinzo hung his head in silence as though remembering something from his own past.
娘は美しく育ち、生き写しになった。お前は狂気したろうな。だが、それでお前が全て満たされていたかは怪しい。なぜなら、お前にとってベアトリーチェは生まれ変わりであっても、当の本人にとってはそうではなかったからだ。
Excuse me.
なぜそのようなことがわかるのか。
本人は自分がベアトリーチェと呼ばれることに違和感を拭えずにいた。人は生まれながらに与えられた自分の名前に違和感を覚えることはない。だが彼女は覚えた。それはベアトリーチェという名が自分のものではないことを彼女が自覚していたに他ならない。
In Koadorian, she asked both Kinzo and Rosa about who she was.
わらわは何者なのか。皆はわらわのことをベアトリーチェと呼ぶ。それは確かにそなたの言うように偉大な魔女の名前らしい。しかしそれはわらわではないのだ。わらわには魔法など何も使えぬ。わらわはその魔女の魂をこの身に封じられているだけなのだ。
It does seem kind of weird.
記憶は
It just like implanted the soul within like the body of the victim. Could be. I wouldn't.
いずれ戻ったのだ。あれは紛れもなくベアトリーチェの生まれ変わり。記憶は戻りつつあった。我が魔術の儀式によって わずかずつではあるが記憶を取り戻しつつあった。
当主様。
驚くことじゃねえ。これまでのゲームの情報を並べりゃ導かれる、そのままの答えだ。上層のベアトリーチェはそれを指して死んで逃れた魔女の魂を逃さず肉の体に捕らえて閉じ込めたと。そして記憶も力も封じられていると例えた。その解釈もこの推理なら筋が通る。
ウィラード様、親方様は偉大なる魔法の儀式により亡きベアトリーチェ様の生まれ変わりの赤子を得たのでございます。それを否定することはできません。
コウノトリを否定はしねえ。そして金蔵がどれだけベアトリーチェという女を深く愛していたかも疑う気はねえ。忘れがたみにどういう愛情を注ぐかは人の勝手だ。育つほどに似ていくその姿に金蔵が愛ゆえに特別な感情を持ったとしても、俺はそれを人間らしい感情だと思うぜ。
お前に我が愛が理解できるというのか。
Well, that's the thing. You, we don't have to be a part of the Ushiromiya family to understand your love for Beatrice. If we can line up based on how much fragments that we went through, then we can obviously find an answer to it, or some sort of possibility why you have a love for her.
理解する資格はね。
But we're not qualified. Yeah, exactly.
だが否定する資格もね。
We can understand it, but we're not allowed to understand your love, but we're not gonna act like we're transparent to where, I mean, not really transparent, but we're not gonna deny it like a complete ass.
ベアトリーチェ、私を許してくれ。
Kinzo sobbed quietly for a while, wiping away his tears. Because of love, he believed she was Beatrice reborn and raised her that way. However, somewhere in his heart, he might have felt pangs of conscience, conscience, or however you could pronounce it, telling him that he might be forcing his emotions on someone who wasn't really Beatrice. Then the Beatrice of Kuwadorian had an unexpected guest, Rosa. That woman simply couldn't believe that she was the Beatrice Kinzo desired. She couldn't stand the fact that she didn't understand who she was, and she wanted to escape to the outside world. The colorful world of the sort. That's where that Beatrice, quote-unquote, got killed. Then she fell from the cliff and died.
源氏は表に出せぬその死を内々で処理した。
No words.
そう仕切ったのは死者のためにやるんじゃねえ。生きてる人間が死んだ人間への未練を断ち切るために行うもんだ。それができなかった。
Funerals aren't for the dead. The funerals only exist so that those who are alive can sever their ties with the dead. Well, true.
だからただれたんだ。
Severed their ties with the dead. Be interesting. I want to say it's true, but it's like, well, it's more sympathizing in a way. I don't know.
ベアトリーチェ。
おじいさま。
あんたは愛人の娘を、いや、ベアトリーチェを2度失った。その悲しみを表に出すことができず、胸の奥に押し込み、それがやがてただれて狂気に変わった。それが晩年まで異常なまでのオカルト趣味に駆り立てる。
Yeah, you kept it all bottled up.
ベアトリーチェ、ベアトリーチェ。なぜに二度までも私の前から去るのか。お前の微笑みを、その美しい髪を、瞳を、私は二度も抱きしめながら、なぜに二度も死すのか。それほどまでに私を。
Damn. I can't even. As much as I think of the whole part of as being a meme, it is a bit saddening at times. By now, Kinzo wasn't even trying to suppress his sobs. He sometimes scratched at his head in anguish, sometimes faced the heavens like an opera singer. Kinzo yelled over and over again, repeating Beatorichi's name. Well, now's a good time to stop it from here. Alright. I mean, as far as we remember, no. Other than, like, there are two servants that don't have little to no familiarity when it comes to Ushiromiya Leon. At least we kind of understand the reason why Kinzo has a huge, like, fonding and obsession with Beatorichi, but, you know. Yeah. It can neither be questionable nor, concerning in a way. Although I think part of my theory is like, well, that's the thing, right? I don't know if Kinzo trying to like passionately fawn over Beatorichi to where it's like some sort of like dominating the entirety of the family for like, the greater good. But who knows? Anyway, we'll continue more of this during the conversation of it. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. And take care.